The recap of NFL Week 11. Titans beat the Packers. I think my hate for the Titans is not warranted as much as it used to be. The Titans have been playing a lot better than I expected them to play this year. I thought they'd be a little fraudulent with all the wide receivers gone, kind of a shell of their former team. But they've been playing great.
Traylon Burks, bro. What the heck?
I just picked him up off the waiver wire because he hasn't done really all that much this year. But yeah, he had a big
huge game, dude.
Yeah, Robert Woods played well too. Packers struggled. Packers continue to struggle. A lot of the teams coming into this season that were supposed to be good have really struggled. Yeah, Randall Cobb was the leader. Christian Watson, 4 for 48, 2 touchdowns. So nice for him. He's been good in fantasy. But other than that,
he's been popping.
Titans, big W. Well done, Titans. Bears, Falcons. Falcons just barely squeaked this game out. In the grand scheme of things, I don't know how much this matters. I think Chicago is just going to get a better draft pick, so good for them. Justin Fields continues to show that he's getting better and better and better. They're really getting him involved on the ground, and he's been awesome in fantasy football. But the Falcons played really well here, too. This was overall a good game. For the Falcons, in the long run, I am really concerned about this team. I think they need a completely new scheme. I really don't like what they're doing. Marcus Mariota is not the future. I don't know if you start putting in Desmond Ridder or if you just... I don't know. I almost put in Desmond Ridder. I don't know why you're trying to win games. You're not going for a deep playoff push. And Marcus Mariota is not your guy. Like, he's just not.
Cordell Patterson, dude, broke
the
record.
Did he return one?
Yeah, he broke the record.
Holy shit. Eagles, Colts. The Birds, man. The
yeah,
Birds
so we were...
I
keep thinking, I'm like, why didn't we see this? We were driving back from California during all of these games, so we didn't get to see much of it.
Yeah, we really did.
I was doing our, like, Week 12 picks, and I looked at this, and I'm like, what? The Eagles won by 1 point against the Colts?
Sketchy.
What even happened here?
Well, is Jeff Saturday a very good coach, or are the Birds frauds? Or neither? Was it just a bad game for the Birds, but they still squeaked it out? Can't really call it a bad game. If you win, they move on to 9-1. No one can take that from them. I do want to give it up for Jeff Saturday, though. He has showed so much greatness. You know, in the little that he's been a coach, he showed a lot of greatness. But yeah, I mean, listen, you're 9-1, Eagles. Just keep locking up that 1 seed.
I guess so, dude.
Not the best game, but yeah, I can't comment on it. I don't know too much about what happened here. Jets, Patriots.
Snooze fest.
Horrible snooze fest.
Dude, did you see the clip of Zach Wilson saying he didn't hurt his defense or something?
The question asked to Zach Wilson was, do you feel like you let down your defense? And he said no. I just think it was such a horribly baited question. I think he answered properly. Like,
you say yes. You say yes.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%. You just look like a head ass, I think.
He did kind of suck dick.
There's like it's like a meme going around. It's like a fucking tape measure, and it's like the Jets averaged 2.2 inches a play that game. It's like, you let down your defense, dude. How didn't you? Really?
2.2? Holy
I mean, how
shit.
didn't you let down your defense?
How did the Patriots stomp them in all these yards and only put up 3 points? You know, their only touchdown was a punt return at the end of the game.
Yeah, to win it?
Yeah. How did they have this many passing yards and never convert? Did they miss field goals? I didn't watch this game. That's crazy. Jonnu Smith on the kick return. Nice. Yeah, Nick Folk was shanking. That's what it was. He's 1 for 3. Commanders beat the Texans. Not exactly a high-flying game either, but guess what? The Washington Commanders have a better record than the Buccaneers, the Packers, many teams. They're positive.
Taylor Heineke's just showing out, too.
Showing out with 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. Ain't doing dick. Got a good run game, though. Yeah.
Davis Mills, 2 INTs.
Well, I mean, the Texans, here's the thing about the Texans, though. So you drafted Davis Mills, who's a young quarterback. You're going to have the first pick. Do you take a quarterback? I take a quarterback. But then it's like, what do you do with Davis Mills? You just use this whole pick on him. He's been playing all this time. Is it just wasted experience for Davis Mills? Does he become the all-time backup?
When did he get picked?
Last year.
He
was a rookie last year.
Fucking tough. What a dude.
He's in a bad spot.
I guess they're not game planning to get the first pick next year too, but you have to pick up CJ Stroud or Bryce Young. You have to, dude. That's like, last year's quarterback room was not even close to this year's.
No. Last year was one of the worst QB drafts we've ever had. 20-27, Saints beat the Rams. Rams playoff hopes are gone. They no longer exist.
3-7.
They're fucking horrible. I get it. You know, they're playing tough games. This is not a tough game. Yeah. This isn't a game you lose. You have Matthew Stafford, okay? I don't care that Cooper Kupp is out. How do you lose this game? Right. You just won the Super Bowl, bro. Chatarius Atwell, bro. Hello? Who are you?
1 reception, 62 yards.
I legitimately have no idea.
Me neither. Never heard of him.
Guarantees white if Stafford threw to him. Yeah, and Andy Dalton's still in there. Did you see the clip of Jameis? Jameis is very frustrated. By the way, got to give it to Andy Dalton. He actually is. Like, Andy Dalton is like such a really, really strong fill-in quarterback. A lot of teams would be very happy to have their quarterback, who's not technically the starter,
Yeah.
throw 21 for 25, 260 yards, and 3 touchdowns against the reigning Super Bowl champion. That's an incredible stat line. But yeah, Jameis Winston, in an interview, they said, Jameis, how did you feel about getting benched? Because Jameis is healthy right now.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about getting benched by Dalton? And he said the team's policy has always been that you never get benched because of an injury. So basically, Jameis got injured. Now he's back. So he's supposed to be the starter is what Jameis is saying. And yet the Saints organization is not holding up to that end of the deal. It's kind of like what we're talking about with Dak and Cooper Rush. I'm sure the Cowboys have the same thing too. Doesn't matter how good your backup plays. If you're the starting quarterback and you get injured, then you come back, you start again. I think it's just like a team mentality type of thing.
Yeah.
But apparently, the Saints no longer believe in Jameis because he's back from injury and Andy Dalton's still starting.
It's hard, though. I mean, Jameis could have came back on Monday and they don't play till Sunday and they play a full week of practice and Jameis is looking like shit.
That's true.
Why
Like,
would you play him?
You're not guaranteed the starting spot no matter what.
You're right.
Jameis.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that Andy Dalton is better for the Saints organization.
And I mean, they're going to play who's the best, right? So at that point in time, Andy Dalton, they believe is the best. I mean, there's no way that Jameis Winston came into practice and just showed out, played amazing, and they're just not
and they
playing.
still went Andy Dalton.
Like,
I agree.
he's a little biased on his end.
I agree. And Olave, by the way, I believe Olave is in the top 5. Maybe he's 3 or 4 in receiving yards in the league. Or no. It's air yards, like yards in the air. So like he's just
Like
getting
catching
shoved
it
fucking
downfield?
deep balls. Yes, like he doesn't touch the ball till 40 yards
Right.
downfield.
Yeah.
Either way, I love Olave. Bills get the win. Browns kept it closer than you'd think. Jacoby actually played amazing. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yeah. Amari
Great play.
Cooper, dude. 8 for 113.
I'll tell you what, though, if you're the Browns and you hold Nick Chubb to 14 rushes for 19 yards, you will never win a football game.
Yeah, holy crap.
That's your offense, bro. How did Nick Chubb get the ball 14 times and average 1.4 yards per carry?
And then you got Brisket for 7 for 29. Wow.
Mick Brisket. Josh Allen really didn't even do all that much. I didn't get to watch this game either, unfortunately. James Cook. Wow, they really were giving him the ball. 11 for 86. It's Dalvin Cook's younger brother.
That was at the Lions, too, right?
Mm-hmm. It's at Lions Stadium.
They're playing there again, back to back.
Panthers, Ravens, underwhelming game. This was an underwhelming week. So Baker's back for Panthers. 2 interceptions, doesn't put up a single touchdown, hardly gets the ball to anybody.
Solid.
Donta Foreman couldn't run the football. Ugh, that's just a horrible week for the Panthers. Dude, they're so fucked. The Panthers need a quarterback more than anybody. If the Panthers don't get a high enough pick to get a quarterback, I guarantee they're going to try and trade up for one.
It should be, right? It should go Texans, Panthers, maybe.
I think with the way the season's going, yes. But there's a lot of teams with only 3 wins.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not true because the Rams are padding our pick. How fucking awesome is that? The Rams traded the Lions their first round picks. So if the Rams continue to do dog shit, which they are, that pick is ours. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, that's
to
amazing.
think about. Because you usually think, oh, we got the Rams pick. It's going to be horrible because they're going to play so well. They're 3-7.
Lions are on the come up, baby. Lions are on the come up.
That's how they get us, man. That's how they brainwash us.
Come on, dude.
Lions beat the Giants.
Yeah,
what did I tell you? This was my one switch.
Yes, you did.
Okay, we were making our predictions. I originally had the Giants. I switched it. Let's stop pretending the Giants are crazy good. Let's stop pretending the Giants are crazy good. They're not. They're overrated. One of the most overrated teams in the league. We bottled Saquon Barkley. Completely bottled Saquon Barkley.
Nasty.
Here's the things I'll say about the Giants. I have some statements to retract and some statements to continue. I will continue the fact that they're overrated. Their record makes them one of the most overrated teams in the league. People think because you got 7 wins, you're crazy good at football. It could just mean that you're squeaking out games and your schedule is fucking poverty.
Yeah.
Okay? Right? Second thing, Daniel Jones is way better than I've given him credit for. I think Daniel Jones is actually starting to look really, really good. I've always said that Daniel Jones is holding this organization back. I think that for a lot of reasons they are overrated. I just don't think they have the talent overall or the scheme overall. It's getting a lot better. But Daniel Jones is better than I expected. Either way, you just lost the fucking Lions. You're overrated. So you need to know.
See, fucking Aiden Hutchinson with another interception, dude.
Dude, he's playing like he's a corner, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Also, Jamal Williams leads the league in touchdowns.
Savage.
Mm-hmm.
Savage.
He is a goal line hawk. He's a shark, dude. He just gets in on the goal line and just takes a tutty every game.
The 3
Raiders.
and 7, 3 and 7. Went into
Beat the
overtime.
Broncos.
Went into overtime.
This went to OT.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And the Raiders won. That's crazy. I didn't feel like the Raiders would be closing out
Devontae
games.
Adams, though. Holy shit. 7 for 141, 2 tutties. Let's go, baby. Mac Hollins still.
He keeps being
Still
up there,
showing
bro.
out, dude.
He's the clear, like, WR2. He's a
Yeah.
clear wide receiver, too.
Especially with, what's his nuts out? Hunter Renfrow. Yes.
I forgot about Hunter Renfrow.
Yes.
What did the Broncos do? What are the records here on these
3
teams?
and 7,
0
both.
touchdowns for Russ. Big shocker.
Both 3 and 7, so that they're competing for second pick, I guess.
Remember when we thought the AFC West was really good at football? These two dog shit teams.
What are you thinking as like a Broncos fan right now? You thought Russell Wilson's coming over, dude. You're thinking you guys are going to be pretty nasty.
You're thinking you've got a long rebuild ahead of you.
Yeah.
A really long rebuild because you're stuck in Russ's contract. That ain't getting any better.
Right.
I don't know. I think if you're a Broncos fan, maybe Nathaniel Hackett gets one more year and then he's gone and you reboot. Coaching is one of the most underrated and most important things in the NFL. No question. So I think Nathaniel Hackett's a big part of the problem. I don't think Russell Wilson magically got bad at football. I think the scheme doesn't work for him at all. Right. And he's also overrated. Or at least he was overrated. Not overrated anymore. Yeah, we'll see. Cowboys-Vikings. Stunner.
Yep,
Stunner.
we posted a clip out on this already.
We talked about this game already, but holy shit.
Clapped.
40-3, bro. Jesus.
Bengals.
This
Steelers.
was an awesome game.
Yeah.
This was a
another
really
3 and
good
7
game.
team, Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's a division rivalry, so it's always going to be a good game. Joe Shiesty threw some crazy yards, a lot of touchdowns, couple interceptions. They really couldn't get it going on the ground. That's not surprising because Steelers defense is so good. But this is way more points than I thought would be scored in this game.
Especially without Jamar Chase.
Yeah, totally. I didn't bet on this game, but I guarantee I would have bet the under, and that smacked the over. Kenny Pickett looked pretty good. Happy about him. Najee Harris starting to finally do something real. I was getting really worried about Najee Harris. And George Pickens had a great game, and he also dropped a wide open touchdown. I don't normally see George Pickens drop passes like that, but bro, he had him torched. That ball went straight through his hands. I don't know if he lost vision on it or what, but that was tough to see.
And the interception by TJ Watt, that was pretty nasty.
Yeah, oh my God, I'm so glad he's back.
Just right at the line, dude.
Woo! Yeah, it was lit. This is a really good game. For anybody who got to see that game, there's 3 things that are true in life, Chase. 3 guarantees: death, taxes, and the Chargers losing close games to the Chiefs. I have said this for so long, but if it's a one-possession game, the Chargers are going to lose. Only time they're going to beat a team in a one-possession game is the Raiders because they're having a battle against who can lose a closer game. 30-27. Chargers lose. Mahomes is a god.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert's still overrated.
Does that solidify Mahomes for MVP?
I think so. I don't think Jalen Hurts has the capacity to put up numbers like this as consistently as Mahomes can. Because Mahomes can have this stat line in a game they lose. Like, Mahomes is going to have 300 yards and multiple touchdowns in games they lose all the time.
Right.
Dude, Pacheco.
Yeah, holy crap.
This guy. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And then Travis Kelce just continues to be a fucking animal, dude. 6 receptions, 115 yards, 3 touchdowns. It was an awesome game. You think with how much the Chargers play the Chiefs that you'd change up the game script or do something differently. But it literally feels like every single game goes the same way. Patrick Mahomes throws the ball to Travis Kelce, and he yak merchants for 30 yards. And it just always happens. I swear, I've watched like 4 different Chargers-Chiefs games where that happens, and I find it so crazy. Herbert was good. Eckler was good. This is so funny, too, for fantasy football, because this is the game that Keenan Allen and Mike Williams come back. So everybody dropped Josh Palmer. I guarantee Josh Palmer was sitting on your waiver wire or on your bench, and he dropped a 30-banger.
Just
8 receptions, 106. Like, how the fuck did Keenan Allen and Mike Williams come back and then Josh Palmer does that? That's just depressing for fantasy.
You don't know
owners.
ball.
You just don't know ball, bud.
You don't.
Because me personally, I would have started Josh Palmer, if I had him. But, I mean, for you, you don't know ball, so obviously you didn't start. Yeah. It's not a big deal. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Week 11. 49ers shit on the Cardinals in Mexico City. Great game for the 49ers. Jimmy G played great. Everybody on that unit played great. George Kittle played awesome. Deebo Samuel played awesome. Christian McCaffrey played awesome. Jimmy G played awesome. Brandon Ayuk played awesome. That was like a fantasy manager's dream right there. If you had any 49ers player, pretty much. And the Cardinals continue to struggle. Kyler Murray has not played a game in the NFL since Call of Duty came out.
Bro, I was telling you, bro.
He literally hasn't played a snap.
He probably was literally streaming during this game. He was probably playing Call of Duty.
Since it came out, he has not played a snap. It's like, it's so ironic. I know it's not. I know he's hurt. Whatever.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's just
His
so funny.
thumbs are hurt from playing on
Yep,
those
dude, he's got
controllers.
carpal tunnel.